Oh, hi.
Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm Johnny.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Code Geass, the Leash of the Rebellion, Season 2, Episode 11, also titled Episode 11.
Yes.
So, last time we had the battle between Shinkei's forces, which were being very crafty. Shinkei, the twice blessed, but the third cursed, apparently. And Lelouch is somehow back at the school this whole time as well.
Right. Yeah. What is that about?
Have any thoughts on that?
He must be using some new Fandangle technology.
Yeah.
A mini Gurren
That
is what he is.
Mini Gurren.
That's not what it was.
What do you mean he is a mini Gurren?
The Zero is a mini Gurren.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like controlling it through like an implant in his head.
Go that far.
If that was it,
He would.
I'm so out of left field.
You know he would.
I think he would. But yeah, anything else for this episode before we get into it?
Shinkei is dying as we speak.
Right.
Literally.
They turned on him and the girl.
Mm-hmm.
So they have him surrounded, and also Schneisel is here.
Yes.
Yes.
Britannia
Britannia's here.
has taken a step in.
Literally every major dangerous individual is here right now.
Except Suzaku. Suzaku's back with Millie.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, what, are you sure?
He's with Millie wherever they are, and they were told to stay back. I remember because Millie was
okay.
sitting down resting, and then Suzaku came and sat next to her.
Okay.
I thought they came on the Avalon.
I don't know if they're on the Avalon. I just know they're somewhere safe because they're like we were told to stay back.
Well, Avalon is safe. I don't think Lelouch's forces have anything that could take that out.
True.
But yeah, so guys, let's get right into it. Guys, if you like your time here, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And if you guys would like to see the next episode, if you enjoy this, you can see the next episode up on Patreon in the description down below. Thank you very much. Stick around for the discussion. No. Yay!
ゼロのご命令ですし、指示に従うのは当然です。
Who is it then? Is it It's not
分かっています。
Look at the walking.
ゼロとルルーシュ様に使える女ですから。
Hey!
Oh, Sayoko! There you are!
Yes, red hair.
His voice, dude.
Still can't remember his name. It doesn't stick.
Oh, I guess they can start shooting at you
Oh.
because they don't really want her.
Wow.
Oh boy,
Oh.
we've abandoned the Empress. Oh no!
Man, no respect for cultural heritage.
That too.
The most important thing.
It's not. Uh-huh. Oh, so they're sending her to her grave. Oh? Who?
Huh.
Oh? Oh no. Oh no.
Let's see. Who's better? Oh, wow.
Wow. We all know they know. Oh no, they have her tied up.
It's like the most inconvenient way.
They took her already. Colin! Calm down. What the heck?
You know
Oh, wait. This Suzaku. I knew it sounded like Suzaku. He's got a new nightmare.
Oh.
Next generation mass productions.
Oh, not her. Oh no. Yeah,
Oh my
she
God.
is crazy.
She's artillery.
Oh! What is the play though? They're just rubbing their hands together.
Yeah.
Shut up, I'm watching the show.
Oh no. Shields are going out. What are you gonna do?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Speech.
Somebody go get her.
Wait, you let the Empress through, but you don't let her
I
out?
was like, oh, her, just let her go by. Not this one though.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Great. Just what we
saying.
need. Shoot the Empress! Oh no! Oh,
Oh my
no!
goodness. Look at her look.
Aww. And yet,
Yes.
two birds with one stone.
You made it up.
Oh, okay, we see one left.
0.
Zero. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like
This is what he was waiting for.
What?
That was a
What?
lot of boom.
yeah.
Oh, even,
Oh.
oh, it looks even more zeroer than it did last time.
What the heck?
Amazing.
Okay.
Yes, please
Princess
explain.
Nightmare. He's just folding his legs like it's like,
Guys, it's not that big of a threat, but take his fluff, please. What is that? Oh my gosh!
Flare.
flare. And flourish.
Oh my goodness! Isn't that?
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa.
Gawain's druid system?
Gwen?
Gwaine?
Shinkiro.
Oh.
The strongest in
In the world?
Wow.
Defense system, that is.
Oh,
What?
what?
Oh!
Spectacular.
Prism!
Incredible.
She's so calm.
No problem.
持久策で良いかと。何かおかしいね。
Uh-oh.
どうしてこのタイミングで出てきたと。
Hmm.
パワールドの進化。同国人に裏切らず、たった一人の女も。
That's why.
He's like, all of this was just to get him on his side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, dang. He looks so happy right now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him this happy in a long time.
Well,
Insurrection in Shanghai? No!
Nice.
Drag out who? You'll pay for it.
rebellion.
How'd they cause that?
It's not just Shanghai.
Oh my goodness, they planned a big thing. That's a lot of distance to cover.
Amazing. Just send out a mass email.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the conversation!
Oh, he even replaced the like
The imagery.
image that was not happening at the
Yeah.
time he was saying that.
He did go with it.
In other words. Are all the reinforcements? Uh-oh. What? What? Is she? What? Oh no. Oh no. Shocking. Uh-oh.
So that's what you did?
What? Oh, it's a protection. Maybe Vivi put a protection on them or something. Oh. Because? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it lost people.
Uh-huh. Boy!
Nice.
Uh-oh.
He got out of
Oh,
the nightmare.
no.
He's like, I'm gonna do this by hand.
Oh!
Yes, kill them all! Oh my god. Through the... With food sitting in front of her.
Like, with her mouth.
Yeah, like you can't eat it,
Like,
but it's
what
there.
is she gonna
This
do?
is the third different way they've tied her up.
コインが無効になったと世界中に喧伝する必要がありますそうだ、その場合 同時に日本人の誰かと結婚していただくのが定石かと考え
No.
ます。
Oh.
No.
わかりやすすぎる妥当な手か。とう
He's looking at his face.
世の的な問題で。
単純な恋の問題です。政治で勝てることはありません。
Look, he's protecting her already.
そうだな。
私たちは戦争
We're at war.
Even Cece agrees.
He's like, keep quiet.
All the
pal.
girls are fighting.
He'll do it.
いや、いい。ゼロ。
He's like leaving. I'll talk to you.
I was
Whatever
like,
it
I'm
is.
not going to be a part of this.
This is important.
まさか C2 まで本当に
Even Cece objected.
She's why.
を使えば簡単に参戦すると。
Wow.
一体どこに問題が。
Hmm.
彼のことは俺も心配してるよ。でもよ、そんな時だから俺
He's like, what about my position?
シャリ、ちょっといいか。そう。あるカップルをお別れさせたいんだけど、周りの
Oh my goodness.
政治的要因
Due to political reasons. I mean,
そのルルにはないの？誰かのためにいつも以上何かが。
Yes.
そうか。俺も。
I knew it.
変えようと思った。
Does he not realize he loved Nunnally before now?
そうなんだな、シャリ。
おう。
ありがとう。君に聞いてよかった。
You're right. I am human.
ああ、こういうとこ変わんないんだから。
He always hangs up. It's like, oh my gosh, she's.
あなた自身のものだ。
Oh, he just decides she can choose.
He has his sword ready.
力関係をはっきりさせれば、力の源は心にある。大韓の措置に対して決起した人々、私たち黒の騎士団も心の力で戦ってくる。
Aw.
What a way to spin it.
心の力。何か用だ。
やだな、ガーデニングの資料を返すからって。
そうか。
困ったわ。ここであれを見られてしまう。
Yeah.
Just say, I gotta go.
存在が。なに？まさか隠し事でもいけない。見られるくらいなら。
Are you
He's gonna kiss her.
Oh no.
Of course. And now there will be a wonderful misunderstanding once we get back.
それに見てみたんだろ。心の力を。
成長したな、坊や。
黙れ魔女。これでやっと本来の目的に迎えるというわけだ。
What the heck?
Is that his
Oh, his
amazing
hanger?
hanger?
ギアスの使い手を生み出し研究している。
But why though?
教団を抑えればギアスの面でも皇帝を上回れる。
だが、教団の存在は人の世から宗
The
教
order?
Oh.
それに、当主が
Oh, wow.
交代するごとに、教団は
Changes location.
どうやって探し出す？
All of this fan service.
Oh my gosh.
Action figures.
Action figures.
And unfortunately has to hear that he kissed Shirley.
Yeah.
ただいま、ロロ。最後。留守中に何か変わ
Did anything happen, Saiko?
What?
Saiko!
指示されたファイルに入れてあります。
Oh, she noted everything in the files. Okay.
That he'll definitely read.
ナイト・ブラウン生の対抗策を打たないといけな
She's
い。
like, bye, I gotta go before you read those files.
ねえルル、昨日のことなんだけど。
昨日。
おはよう、ルルシュ。
ナイト・オブ・シックス。
いやー待ってかよ
Oh no.
副会長ランペルーズ長だね私たちは
Oh no.
そうか俺たちこの学校
Oh
'Cause, like,
no.
it's great that y'all can't see that there's an important conversation happening here.
僕ら無視してくれたまえ
普通の学生ってのを経験したいんだって。
今話し方を教えてたとこ
Teaching them how to speak?
よろしく先輩
はい。
He's like, don't touch me.
He's like, germs.
Discussion.
Discussion. Almost lost my pencil.
That was. I gotta say, I really enjoyed that episode. That was a lot
That
of
was a
fun.
hype episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the very beginning, it started off where we left off, where the eunuchs were making that power play.
We start off with Saiko.
Psycho. Yeah.
At the
Oh
school.
right. No.
we find out immediately that Lelouch is psycho.
Saiko is
Psycho
Lelouch.
is Lelouch, and she's being too nice.
She's being far too nice.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, she's only ever seen him around Nunnally.
Yeah, and he's
So-
always nice around her.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know his second life.
Yeah.
Well, the second life at school and then the third life
At
as
Zero.
I think she's more familiar with Zero than she is with the second life at school.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is sorry, my voice broke. Yeah, but and the thing is, Sayako isn't like the important thing is even if she's not being too nice, it was don't overstep. It's fine. You can be weird for a couple days here and there. Just don't overstep.
Yeah.
And she overstepped.
She overstepped.
Yeah.
Majorly.
Although
Like, couldn't
we
she
have
just
no
like put
idea.
her, even if she just put her hands around her and walked another direction? It was like, hey, I think it's over this direction. I'm pretty sure. Come this way. Oh, I guess I was wrong. It's this way. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would have been so much more. But she panicked
Yeah.
in the moment, and she didn't say anything to him.
Why
did she warn
nothing
him?
of note happened. I didn't kiss any of your classmates. Which makes me think that maybe what we're thinking with the kiss,
Maybe it
we
wasn't
didn't
a kiss.
see them kiss.
Yeah,
So maybe they didn't kiss.
yeah, maybe it was something else.
Ah, that's a good point actually. Because Sayako's never come across as an idiot. Then again, we haven't really gotten a whole lot of seeing how Sayako operates.
Yeah,
But yeah.
we just know she's very good at being a pawn. Maybe she's not smart as a pawn.
But also, it would have been so easy to say, "Hey, come with me for a little bit." All right, bye.
I was like, bye.
Wait, what did I call you for? I
I've literally
forgot.
done
Maybe
that
next
with
time.
you guys multiple times as a joke.
Yeah.
But Lelouch wouldn't do that.
No.
He's like, or you could just stop and talk to her.
Talk a
for,
little
like,
bit more.
The
like,
door is closing.
Yeah.
ING. It's almost done.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, by the way, that garden project, I felt like I had something to tell you about it.
Let me
Hold
think.
on, let me think. It was
Oh.
super important.
What was
I think it had to do with
There's no
Millie.
other options.
Seriously. And the other thing is, I came into this episode, I was like, I think I'm over the Code Geass angst. I think I'm starting to like this show again. Like, finally, it took a season and a half, but I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just throw this Murphy at us. Like,
Murphy.
ah.
Well, I think I figured it out. You're not too cringe about, the double life stuff. That stuff you can acclimatize to, but when Shirley is involved,
Yes.
when the romance gets involved, you're just like, nope, can't do bail. Abort mission.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember how this worked, but surely she didn't. Like, you couldn't really read what she was thinking there. She looked a little, I don't know.
She looked disappointed. She
Yeah.
didn't look like blushy. She looked sad.
She looked sad.
Yeah. And she didn't even look up when the others came in to act normal.
Yeah.
So I don't know what could have happened.
Oh, I know. Instead
What?
of kissing her, she's just, I like you as a friend, nothing more. Stun blocked her.
Brilliant. The third party can see what's actually going on.
Yeah. But yeah, the actual battle of the
The
episode
actual thing that happened.
Right. The big
Yeah.
thing.
started bombing the hell out of the mausoleum.
Mausoleum of the 88 emperors.
And they were like, the emperors are buried there. We're just going to bury another one.
Easy.
No big deal.
Make it 89.
Did you guys suspect anything when Lelouch came up on the screen there?
No, I didn't.
I was feeling like he's acting a little bit too altruistic.
Oh, yeah?
He's like, but what about
Yeah,
your people?
yeah, it was weird
When do
to
you
me.
ever think about the people?
Not even that. Like,
Their blessings are unfortunate casualties of your actions.
this is true. But I was not quite thinking that he didn't care. But I was thinking he was being way too, as if he didn't expect these answers. Like,
Yeah.
you obviously know this is how they think.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so it didn't click to me because I was like, what? Everything was happening at once. They kept flashing to this fight and that fight, so I couldn't really process that, wait, this doesn't track.
I zoned out of both.
Oh, really?
Because of what was happening.
But yeah, it made sense at the end. But I only suspected something was up, this was like part of a big plan when, but I don't know if this was before or after, but Sisu was like, he was like, if this goes south, make sure you run for it. And she's like, make sure you come up with a plan before that. And I knew he was going to come up with a plan. I was like, he'd come up with something. And then I think at that point he did the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't think about it until later.
For Cece, that was kind of her version of I Believe in You.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Something else we saw there is we saw the fight between Shinkei and Tristan. And I must say, I was very impressed. Gino.
Oh,
Blonde hair, locks.
His
Okay,
thing is
yeah.
called the Tristan.
Oh, okay.
I was very impressed by his combat ability because we just saw the previous episode. Yes. We saw the previous episode of Shinkai. He went up against Todo briefly, but he absolutely defeated the Gurren with Callan. Callan is very, very good.
And Callan was their best, like, rivaling Todo.
Yeah, their ace prodigy.
Yeah.
So for him to just come out and it seemed like he had Shinkai either on the back foot or it was an even fight where they were kind of both risking it all. So that just raised Tristan in my estimation quite a bit. Because every combatant on this show, they have a strength and a major weakness. Everybody. So I'm wondering what Tristan's weakness is.
Yeah. Mordred had a really great strength of her shields. Yeah. But then the shock thing happened out of nowhere.
She also had like lots of bullets all over her and then they go like whoosh, and destroy everything.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, and then the accidental shock therapy.
And Cece was like, this is what you planned.
So that's what you did.
That's what you did.
I wonder if she's talking about Mariana.
I just think she was talking about Vivi. I think Vivi provided them with some sort of protection from Cece. All of the knights.
Cece protection.
Do you think Cece was trying to do something?
No. I think the fact that she came in contact with her triggered something. Yeah.
Like a mine.
Like a mine for Cece protection.
Yeah. Or anybody like Cece. Because it seems like we also got the lowdown that this great place that might be under Chinese Federation has leaders that get taken over.
What does that sound?
I don't know.
Fighting us.
Yeah, leaders that take place of other leaders. Cece used to be the leader, and Vivi replaced her.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think that's all about?
I wonder if that probably has to do with her flashback back in season 1, where she was kind of in the nun outfit, and a bunch of people looked like they were about to mob her.
I don't know.
But they also all had like a mark on their head that matched the mark on the church that she was at.
Yes.
I wonder if that's the same place, because I thought those flashbacks were more her interaction with the humans, and they find that she can't die. They call her a witch and make her or worship her or things like that, and she just kind of gets pushed around in this place in the human world. But that was maybe after she was leader. But then that doesn't make sense because she said she didn't remember anything past her time being called a witch in the world. I think that's what she said. Maybe I misremember.
Amnesia? I mean, a huge amount of time could have passed and she started losing memory.
Oh, started losing. Okay, because I was going to say she knows that she used to be a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it's like her name kind of thing where she's like, it's been so long that she forgot.
Oh, okay.
So maybe there are things she remembers, there are things she's forgotten.
I will say, like, this is obviously, it was a very story episode, so it wasn't a random drop of plot like I said in the episode, but I do get this feeling, I don't know what it is, this show will be focusing on one issue, like that one time they had the fan service episode, and then briefly they cut away for like 3 minutes of this is super important, and then they went back to fun. Remember that? Yeah. So I got that feeling of we had this huge battle, that this episode is about the Empress in a battle. Hey, remember? Oh yeah, so that religious order that you used to be the leader of. Yeah, they change the location every single time the leader changes. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to what we're doing. Right?
Yeah. Maybe it's just to like force you to watch the episode. It's like you have to get this important information right in the middle. You don't know what timestamp it is. Just watch the whole thing.
Filler who? Basically.
And then we kind of jumped around there, but there's also we see Zero's plan.
Yes.
So he wanted, I don't know how he planned on this actually happening, of Shinkai coming to protect the Empress and then coming up to protect them and thereby win Shinkai's side, kicking him on the side kind of thing.
I can actually see it happening. Because
you could plan on all of that?
I know it is a bit of a stretch, but given what he's done in the past, I can see him thinking, listen, the Empress will run out there because she's a kid thinking that she can order them to stop because she's done it her whole life. Shinkai is going to run over here to protect her because look what he did with the coup, right? He's going to charge right in and they're both going to be right there. They're already outnumbered. Everyone's trying to kill them and then I'll play my hand, Something like that.
Maybe he didn't expect to do it now.
Maybe not.
Maybe he expected to do it like later down the line. It's like, hey, I still have your Empress. You want to come over here?
Yeah.
Instead of having a conversation.
Yeah.
Seems to be bad at that.
Seriously.
Unless he's doing it flamboyantly.
He
in the middle of a battle.
I think what it comes down to is I don't think, and it makes sense now that I think about it, Lelouch does not depend on being able to convince you with just a conversation very often. Like, he very specifically does that. Like, he did it with Toto.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he has to use, like, something like maybe is... You can't deny the evidence kind of thing.
Leverage.
And even with Toto, he came to rescue him and then said, here's blah, blah, blah. Same thing with Shinka. He's like, I'm here to rescue you now. Now you're going to take my side. It's like, he has to, like, make sure everything hinges on, like, a lot of mounting evidence you can't deny so that he can factor it in.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to say is, like, he has to make all the conditions are covered kind of thing.
Make sure it's gonna happen.
He's got to be sure. Yeah, as the player of chess, he's got to be absolutely sure that everything is in place.
There's no agency on your part. You're gonna say yes.
Yeah, he can't go into it thinking all he has is his charisma to convince someone with nothing else. I think that's what it might be, and that's why he doesn't just throw information around. He saves it for the moment.
That makes sense.
For the perfect moment. Speaking of which, when he jumped in to save Shinke and them, it was called the Gawain system. The Gawain nightmare.
Gawain.
Gawain.
Druid system.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gawain was the nephew of King Arthur. Yeah, and he got I think it was the green belt of protection.
Green sash, yes.
The green sash of protection.
Oh, that's why it's the defense system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeps
the
him
best.
super safe.
Oh, yeah. I didn't make that connection. And it was a green shield.
Well, they're all green shield.
It was
Except for
green shield.
Annie's is pink, I think.
No,
yeah.
what are you talking about? I thought it was pink. The one that Zero did? It was pink. It was
Everyone knows pink's the new green. Come on.
Come on. Yeah.
I find it very interesting, though, that... Oh, someone else got vibes, by the way. I got Guan Yu. You remember Guan Yu from the Rise of the Three Kingdoms games? The God of War guy, the huge guy who had a sword.
I don't remember anybody's name from that game.
Dang. But there's this guy named Guan Yu, and he had a friend who was short and fat. And the guy who stands with Shinke, they kind of flashed him. He was in one of the nightmares.
yeah.
He looks like a mix between the two characters, and I'm just wondering if that's intentional. I just find it funny. But,
True.
yeah. So... Lelouch was fully going to brainwash everybody to get that marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seems like it would have been fun.
Yeah.
Everybody would have been fun. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
What?
You really respect Cece's opinion.
Yeah. That is true. But also
Another point for the ship. Go ahead.
this is true. But also, why is he so ready to just brainwash everybody and use his Geass? Like, it's used up now.
On Shinke.
On Shinka. Yeah, like, seriously. I don't know.
Is it Shinku?
Shinka, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Shinke.
Chinese.
Okay.
It's spelled Shinke, though.
It's pronounced Ke.
Yeah, I'm just saying like what you're saying, Shinke.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, I was very annoyed. I was like, really? That was your plan? Again, just brainwash the whole room.
Yeah. On
But-
this not as important detail. Well, I don't know how important that detail of his plan would be.
It's true. Well, obviously not that important enough for him to push, like, have a talk with Cece and come up with something else. So he's like, oh, yeah, love. And I like how when he was doing the flashback, it's like, love.
He's
I thought it was going to be like one of the other girls. No, it's
Yeah,
none of
like-
it.
He's like, I love my sister.
Yeah.
I felt this before?
That's what it was?
Huh? His heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Yeah. Let's go back with all the flamboyant and see. Love is the power.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's like, you should choose your own future. It's like, okay. And that heart is slowly losing interest. as you can see,
You can see it.
can
He's
see
like,
it.
which is dangerous.
yeah, because he is a key player in Lelouch's plans.
Yeah, and connections.
Yeah.
with everything.
Although I don't know if he's slowly losing interest. This is just at two moments so far that he went against what he wanted to do. One where he went to get Callan, and this moment. So I don't know if we get a third, then his fate is sealed.
It's building up.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Lelouch will be aware enough of that. Because Lelouch is aware that he's a dangerous player.
Yeah.
Because of, I think he mentioned it once. He was like, you're crazy, basically. But I don't know if it's going to catch him off guard. If he's suddenly like, I'm on Britannia's game, or like Suzaku's game now, because that's one interesting guy.
Yeah. I don't think Suzaku's flamboyant
No.
enough for him.
Enough.
But
Gino maybe.
yeah, but Lelouch, yes, Lelouch changing. I feel like there's hope that Lelouch, whatever Lelouch is changing to, because he is changing.
Yeah.
Might still excite Die Hard. Like we might just get a moment where he's like, he's still got it or something. Like he's excited by it, because Lelouch is still naturally flamboyant and showy, and he needs to do things a certain way.
Yeah.
And he depends on Die Hard, showing his propaganda and whatever. So I think there's still hope that Die Hard will come back on, but I think we will hit a hard place with him. I think it's building to that at least.
Yeah.
No,
I just said definitely.
Yeah, it is important to note, though, it's not just the flamboyance that attracts Die Hard to this campaign. He really likes the idea of being the guy to capture a revolutionary leader changing the world.
Yes.
So if he feels like he's changing the world for the wrong, or he's doing it in a selfish manner that doesn't fit what Zero has become, that also could pose a problem.
That's a good point.
Or if he feels like he's no longer changing the world enough.
Yeah, maybe like if Lelouch decides to do something more secretly, like if he decides to be more altruistic with a decision or something, instead of showing it off to the world, he decides, no, I'm going to keep this one quiet. And he's like, what? That's not what we planned, Yeah,
because in the past, he's been very impressed when Zero does very cold, calculated decisions that nobody saw coming because it's just so abstract. So if it starts to become more, you're going by the heart,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jeremiah.
Nice.
So they got the people who originally worked on him to come back and continue working on him.
Yeah.
And they're like, direct order from the Emperor?
Like, yeah, I asked him to. Just this child in the back.
But apparently they were working on recreating Vivi's power.
Cece's power.
Cece's power.
Yes. So I guess they were at least partially successful.
Yeah, if they're calling on them again.
Yeah, if they want them to continue to adjust Jeremiah.
I mean, it was partially successful, it seems.
Yeah.
They brought him back from insanity.
Well, not really. He was still insane. But they brought him back from the dead because he was dying.
Fried. No, he was just gonna be institutionalized, definitely. Just passing out in front of the truck, shouting Zero.
I think he was in critical care, needed critical care. I think he,
for different reasons.
I don't think it was just mental. I think it was a lot mental, but I think he also had some damage because he didn't eject. He got like shot off in the air when he was frying. He was literally frying. Yeah.
Microwaving.
Yeah, and you know what's weird is we saw him screaming Zero when he came back from the Cece thing, but he's really calmed down after he got slapped by Cece. So
yeah.
Maybe helped him a little there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Maybe it's that CC power. He took some, maybe.
Stop acting the fool.
You know what I'm nervous about is if he's going to be super soldier, he might be better than Suzaku. And because look at them taking Suzaku out of the fight, and we still having quite a fight with the other knights.
Right.
And when Shinka was fighting and all that. So I feel like when Jeremiah gets thrown in there, it's gonna be like we have to level up to reach that. And maybe what's his name, Zero's new nightmare will be put to the test then.
I forgot. Did they say where they got that thing?
No.
Rakshata. Rakshata, of course.
Rakshata?
But yeah,
okay.
She said it was. They mentioned the name of the actual nightmare, but I don't remember what it was.
Shinku.
No.
Yeah.
Come
on.
But my one thing though, Lelouch is not a fighter.
No.
He's not. He's tactical mentally, so he could stand in front of them, be a shield, shoot some bullets,
Yeah,
but
that's why they had to upgrade the defense system.
Yeah, exactly. I guess so. But they're gonna have to find somebody else to fly that thing.
Cece, of course. Well, she has her own nightmare now, but yeah. I also want to mention. Hold on, brain remembering things. Right, Schneisel was like, I wonder why he decided to pull that nightmare out now, when it basically halted the whole tide of the war, of that little battle there. He was like picking up the fact, he's like,
the timing.
It's quite the strategist, I see.
Yeah.
But then they mentioned, I wonder what what play father would have made.
Yeah.
What do you think? Which way do you think that?
I think he was talking about himself based on his decision to withdraw at that moment. What would his father have done in this moment? Would he have just shot up everybody and taken the L for Britannia against Chinese Federation, or and taken the chance of getting rid of a thorn in his side, or would he have withdrawn? I think that's what he was asking. I don't know. I feel like Emperor childish, like Vivi said, but I think he's a thinker. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think this is the parallel of what's his name, Schneisel putting the king in front of Lelouch, and then Lelouch backing off. But it switched because the Empress was right there in front of him, and he could have destroyed them, and he could have destroyed the eunuchs, and nobody would have said anything. Nobody would have known anything anymore. The whole Chinese Federation hates the eunuchs anyway.
Yeah.
And they could have basically usurped the Chinese Federation.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm withdrawing.
Maybe what we're seeing is Schneisel on paper has better plans than Lelouch, but in practice Lelouch has better plans.
So the whole... Remember you thought the chess game was going to be like an omen?
Yeah.
It turns out to be red herring! Kind of. It ended up being flipped. But I don't know. I feel like Schneisel is smart enough to play this game against Lelouch. And Lelouch, maybe, do you think it's just that Lelouch has just been fighting this particular game, like learning longer? I don't think so. Schneisel has been in military.
Yeah.
But Lelouch has been fighting like mental games with people for a long time. So I feel like maybe he has more experience.
I think he has more experience in manipulation in the middle of battle. I don't know if Schneisel has that same kind of having to deal with insurrection.
Yeah.
Being the one who's the insurrection type of thinking. But then, are we done? I'm going straight to the end.
Oh yeah. I'm done with everything.
All right, and then we come back, and Sayako has nothing to report.
Just read the papers, no pressure.
She's like, let me dip out before you actually read those.
I'm so upset at her right now.
And then we also see Gino and Anya have also enrolled in the school.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Like, Gino's supposed to be like a whole man.
Yeah.
He's not high school age. He's just a guy.
He's like, he wants to see what it's like.
Yeah. They're like, we have to have our statuses waived. Okay, but you're a whole man.
And I think Millie likes Gino. Remember, Millie was all blushy when he was saying nice things? So this is interesting situation there as well. And on top of it, we have the thing with Shirley that we have to deal with.
I like Gino enough and I like Millie enough to hope that it works out.
Yeah. I think Lloyd'd be cool with it.
He totally would.
He totally would be.
He'd be like, yeah, sure. I remember when Millie was like, she was so nervous that she hadn't heard from Lloyd in a long time. And at the party, and it's like, are we still engaged? And it's like, it hasn't been canceled, has it? Like, yeah, it was like, just because I haven't talked to you in like 5 months? What's the big deal?
It's all good.
Oh, man. I hope somebody saves Millie. Millie deserves it. She's like the only person from the student council who I'm not annoyed at for one reason or another. But yeah.
What rivals do? Just curious.
Millie is the only person other than rivals.
Oh, okay. Millie and
I'm not
rivals.
annoyed for one reason or another. I keep forgetting Rivals is there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was more present in season 1. Now
Driving
he's
his bike and
he's
whatnot.
very like not there.
Yeah, and he's Lelouch's best friend, or
He
was.
used to be, yeah.
Yeah.
But they replaced him with Rollo to be the one that's always with him.
Yeah.
But even Rollo's dipped out for a bit.
Yeah, it's just, Rivals was so close to the point where he'd check on Lelouch every single day to see where he is, hang out with him on his off days. It's just kind of strange to see Rivals not just accepting of the situation, but doesn't question it.
He did in season 1.
In season 1.
He was like, we don't hang out with me
anymore.
anymore. But I think it was like one time he mentioned it.
Yeah.
And I think one other time he maybe made some faces, but it really did kind of brush over pretty quickly.
Yeah, and now we have a body double at the school.
Literally.
I like how we were trying to figure out which one was the fake.
Yeah.
But it turns out the one with the face was the fake.
Can you imagine that technology though? She is like she pressed a thing and then it was a mask.
Yeah.
And you put it on and it's not a mask anymore. But it is a mask? Like what?
Britannian tech.
Sarah Stratus.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you liked your time here, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the description down below if you want to see the reels and the TikTok that we have. Thank you very much for being here. I will see you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
A special thanks to our patrons: No Consequence, Run Travis Martin, Andy J. Powell, Tyrone, and Dirty Old Man.